Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, let me close my door. All right, I'm back. Thank y'all for being here. I had to close my office door so I wouldn't get no feedback. How y'all doing, guys? Thank y'all for coming back. We're back for another video. Hey, Grandma 504, what's up? What's up? Thank you for coming back. Hey, I see y'all coming in. Come on in. Hey. Let me get this pulled up. Oh, there's so much going on in these streets, y'all. I said, let me get on here. I just washed my hair. My hair is still kind of wet a little bit. So I'm trying to let it air dry. And I'm going to finish it off with the damn blow dryer, I guess. I don't know. But yes, let's get on in here, child. Hi. Let me get my banner up too. Ooh, yeah, let me get my banner up, child. Because I'm going to be talking about some stuff today. Ooh, child. Hey, guys. What's up? Do I have any mods in here yet? Okay. Until one of my mods get here, can one of you guys be a stand-in mod for me? We only need one for now, hopefully. Just put me in the chat if you wish to. Just put me in the chat if you wish to be a stand-in mod until my mods get in. They should be. I see Strawberry Taffy. All right, we'll let you go ahead and do it. All right, Strawberry Taffy is going to be my stand-in mod for me. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. Thank you. Peppers Love, you want to? All right. Peppers Love, you can too. All right. Let me go ahead and pin you too. All right, so y'all be my stand-in till KBR somebody come in. All right, I appreciate you guys. All right, everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Thank you all for coming over and getting this tea, honey, because we got a lot to talk about. Lord have mercy. Yes. We're going to be talking about our first topic. We're going to go ahead and get, do I want to get them first? Let's do my topics, then I'm going to spin the block. Yeah, I'm going to get you. Let me get you next, Kimmy. We're gonna have to drag Kimmy last. I was gonna get you first, but Kimmy, I'm gonna get you last. Let's get you last, honey. All right, so let's get into our topics, girl, because we do have them. All right, so Jennifer Lewis, actress Jennifer Lewis, you guys, she speaks on being molested by her pastor, you guys. Let's let her talk about it. She's doing an interview. And she is being very much so transparent. And let's listen to this. All right. Shout out to her on this. I found this interview. I was like, oh my. Jennifer Lewis, the actress, honey, who is everybody's mama in Hollywood. Y'all remember her? She was Whitney Houston's mom, honey, in The Preacher's Wife. I love her. Okay. Any movie she playing, I love me some damn Jennifer Lewis. All right. So let's get into her. Let's share so you guys can see. Love her down. But she's been very transparent, child. All right, so let's go.
I was in the church choir, and choirs will visit each other's churches. And I got to ride with the pastor. I was very excited. I was sitting up front, and all of a sudden, coming from the other church, he pulls over and leans over to me. I'm in the passenger seat. He leans over to me, and he starts to kiss me. Well, I gritted my teeth. And then he tried to put his tongue in my... It was so gross and disgusting. And I felt his hands on my breasts. Well, I pushed him away from me. He took everything from me in that moment. God, because he was a man of God. My mother, because after I told her, which I did, we just pushed it down and never talked about it again. And he took my career. Because the question I had asked him before he pulled over was, Pastor Hurd, do you think I can be a star? When he touched me inappropriately, he took my mother, God, and my career. I was in the church choir.
Sad. Yeah, that's why you got to watch your kids. You have to watch your kids. I think people are so trusting when it comes to their kids because they think, oh, that's pastor, oh, that's deacon so-and-so. Yeah, they have issues too. They touch people too. Like we've already seen, and I hate to keep bringing it up, the issue and the case that was open with Eddie Long and the boys from his church, where they had a case against him. They was trying to write a book. One of the boys had Eddie Long's name tattooed on his arm. It was said that he was buying them and renting them cars and taking them on trips and having little rendezvous back there in the, in the little office, child, where they were laying on hands, but won't really laying on hands. A lot of stuff was going on. So you have to really watch your kids. Even when you're doing Boy and Girl Scouts, you have to watch because some of those people be pedos and they hide behind certain titles in order to hide the mess that they're doing. I don't know who her mother is and what the hell she was thinking. I would not allow my child to be riding with no damn pastor. If we going somewhere, I can take you. And if I don't have time to take your ass, then if a family member that I trust can't take you, then you probably just can't go. This probably going to be one of those things you're not going to be able to do, because I'm not going to put you in a situation to where your life is going to be fucked up because somebody didn't put their hands on you inappropriately, and you have to carry that. And I don't know what it is also with these parents who, when their children come to them and say, hey, mom, such and such violated me and or touched me in a certain way, because it's pastor so-and-so or deacon so-and-so or whoever, you don't want to address it. So you play the blame game with the child and make them feel guilty for coming to you for said situation. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna play it one more time for y'all that just came in, okay?
Choirs will visit each other's churches. And I got to ride with the pastor. I was very excited. I was sitting up front, and all of a sudden, coming from the other church, he pulls over and leans over to me. I'm in the passenger seat. He leans over to me and he starts to kiss me. Well, I gritted my teeth, and then he tried to put his tongue in my... It was so gross and disgusting, and I felt his hands on my breasts. Well, I pushed him away from me. He took everything from me in that moment. God, because he was a man of God. My mother, because after I told her, which I did, we just pushed it down and never talked about it again. And he took my career. Because the question I had asked him before he pulled over was, Pastor Hurd, do you think I can be a star? When he touched me inappropriately, he took my mother, God, and my career. I was in the church choir.
Took her mother, meaning this is the one person that I trusted, and I came to her to tell her that this person tried to violate me, and even she didn't believe me. So now our relationship ain't the same. That's what she's saying. Our relationship is not the same now, thanks to this damn pastor doing what he did to me, and I did what every child should do, which is tell their parent. That's what Jennifer Lewis is saying here. And her mother let her down and was not there to protect her from this situation. Okay, that's sad. That's so sad. Like, where do you go as a child when you can't go to your parent when you feel violated by someone that you trust? And kids are taught to, you trust Pastor so-and-so. That's Pastor so-and-so. You got to have a certain respect for Pastor so-and-so. But what happens when Pastor so-and-so touch you in a way that's inappropriate, that you know is not how a pastor should touch you? You can't tell him. You're going to tell your parent. And then when your parents say, oh, no, I don't believe that, that's Pastor so-and-so. Or we don't want to bring him down or embarrass him in front of the church or have the church throw him down or take him down as the pastor. So we're not going to say anything. We're going to protect the pastor and allow you to suffer in pain, because that's exactly what that shit means. That's what it means. So her mother rathered her daughter, Jennifer Lewis, to suffer in pain and carry something that was very heavy like that for the rest of her life versus addressing it, even if pastor got to be sat down, which his ass should have been. Okay, so a lot of pastors out there doing that. But we gotta always take it back to the parents. Stop trusting your kids with people because of titles that they possess. Okay, I don't trust nobody around mine. I don't give a fuck if you the president of the United States. I don't care if you a pastor, deacon. I don't care who you are. I don't trust you around mine. I just don't trust people like that, because people. It's always the ones that you don't. I grew up being taught that you don't sit on men's lap. You don't be hanging around. If a man is in a room and ain't nobody else, you get your ass up out of there. It's just not. Don't put yourself in situations where shit like that can happen. Okay, that's just how and I still keep that to this day. I don't let nobody. I remember my son. I told y'all my son played football, and his coach was saying, if you guys can't come and pick him up or whatever, then I'll be happy to bring him home. And I immediately said, nah, we got it. Because most of the time we're going to be at his damn game anyway. So you don't need to drive him home. We have several cars in the driveway. You don't need to drive him anywhere, okay? If we're approving him to play football, then we're going to see that he get there and be picked up. So you don't need to step in and do that, oh, I'll pick him up, because that's when shit gets started. And I don't want to be in the prison. I don't want to be in prison because you did some shit that you shouldn't have done, because I didn't take the time to do what I should have done as a parent. Hell no, you ain't picking my child up. Fuck that. Immediately when he said that shit, I immediately said no, before my husband could even say anything. I said, no, we got it. No, we'll pick him up and drop him off. We'll do all of that. Hell no, you're not gonna be taking my son anywhere. I don't trust that shit. All right, mine don't do sleepovers, none of that shit. Okay, his little friend who lives directly across the street from us, I tell him, you come over here. I know his mama, but I don't know everybody in your house. And I don't want to have to come over here and turn this bitch out. So if he wants to come and play, and I don't mind, I say, hey, I call his mama, I say, hey, can he come over here to our house and he can play over here? Mine, hell no. I don't play that shit. I don't play that. My prayers go out to Jennifer Lewis, honey, because even though she's an adult, that's probably something that she still carries and remembers. That's something you never forget. That's something you never forget. And prayers to anybody in my chat who's ever been violated in any way, shape, or form, touched in a way that was not something that was inviting to you, because that is something that you carry. It's very much so something you carry. What up, dear Retalk Show? Thanks for being here, Messy Hoes Atlanta. I see y'all. A few content creators, I see y'all stop by. Thank y'all for being here. Love you down. Let's get on into the next topic, y'all, because there's a lot going on. So yeah, protect your children and protect yourselves out here, okay? Because these folk are crazy. We're seeing more and more pedos, child, and a lot of them are starting to be pastors. And nothing against pastors. I'm not trying to deter anyone from going to church, but stop trusting so many people. Stop putting so much trust because of a title that they hold, because they do have the potential to do some crazy shit too. All right, period. And when you see that shit and you find out, I don't care who it is, you report that shit. You report it and protect your child. Get them therapy. Because that's a lot for a child to carry. They know you. And if you teach your children that people are not supposed to touch them in certain areas, and people that they're supposed to trust, and they do that shit, that's weird for them. That's weird. And I already told you, if you pay attention to your children and they act differently around people, and you see that, then you know something's up. If your kids start acting different around certain people, then you know something inappropriate has happened. Okay, so pay attention to your children. Your children will tell you things without even telling you. All you gotta do is watch them. Pay attention. Body language, the way they act, all of that. Let's move on though. NYPD officers offer $10K reward for information about the fatal pow-powing of the UnitedHealthcare CEO pow-power, okay, reportedly used a silencer to carry out the crime. You guys, I know, have seen this on the news today. It's all over the place. I've been watching, seeing updates. Let's get into this. This is crazy.
Good day, New York. First on the scene, we saw as officers attempted to give this man CPR, those desperate moments. But again, this victim, the man who was shot in the chest, has died. This all happened about 6:45 in the morning outside of the Hilton Hotel right off 6th Avenue. The suspect, described as a 6-foot-tall man with a slim build, possibly wearing a cream-colored jacket, black gloves. He took off northbound on 6th Avenue. People who witnessed this situation, there were actually 2 or 3 people who saw it. They said that it appeared that this suspect was waiting for hours, maybe overnight, outside of the Hilton, possibly targeting this victim. It's unclear potentially how these two know each other. Fox 5, Good Day, New York, first on the...
All right, so this is the man who was pow-powed, okay, Mr. Brian Thompson, who was the CEO of UnitedHealthcare. He was there for some type of conference, they're saying, in New York. And upon him coming out of the building, this person allegedly was waiting for hours, they're saying, for him to come out, and he pow-powed and unalived him. All right, so it says that the New York PD Crime Stoppers is offering $10,000 reward for any information regarding the fatal pow-powing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. as authorities believe that the pow-powing was a targeted attack, okay? It says that according to reports, NYPD Commissioner Jessica Titch stated that Thompson's death was a brazen targeted attack, adding that the pow-power was lying in wait, which makes that premeditated for a significant amount of time before carrying out the pow-powing. Now, this says that as previously reported that Thompson was pow-powed in the chest several times on Wednesday morning. Authorities believe that the pow-power used a silencer to carry out the crime before he fled on a stolen city bike. It says that we believe that you they said it will keep you updated as they get updates. Okay. So yeah, this was premeditated. The fact that he put a silencer on there is because he did not want to draw attention to himself. He wanted to get whatever he was going to get done and get out of there without anybody like, oh my God, it's pow pow, you know, somebody's pow powing or something like that to draw attention and everybody panicking. So for him to put that silencer on there, that was premeditated. He knew what he was doing and he wanted to be able to do that shit and get out of there without all kinds of eyes being on him. But they're saying that there were witnesses that saw him and hopefully they catch who he is. Okay. All right, let's get into this next publication because somebody has pictures of him. Somebody gonna come forward. They're gonna come forward. They're going to come forward. Nowadays, baby, you can't get away with a damn thing now with the way forensic and stuff like that is. People, somebody's going to know and or see you and they're going to report your ass. All right. So this says that authorities released more photos of the suspect who fatally pow-powed UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. All right. So that's a picture. Of course, he knew to have his face and everything covered up. He's got his book bag on. He looks suspicious. I ain't going to hold you. Okay. I ain't going to hold you. That's why you got to be prayed up, baby, when you walk out that door because you don't know who got heat for you. You just don't know. This man probably had no damn idea that this person had some type of vitriol towards him when he went to New York for a damn conference, just walking out, just doing his regular, whatever he do every day, going wherever he was going, and his life was ended in that moment. Here's some more pictures, okay? All right, y'all know it's cold outside. People got on coats, people got on hoodies. Sometimes people wearing the face mask thing if it's too cold. You have to watch stuff like that. I'm always aware. I told you guys when I'm out anyway, I don't miss shit. I'm always watching because people can be crazy and I want to see the crazy before the shit get to me. That's just how it is. I'm always watching. I told you if I'm pumping gas, bitch, I'm watching. I'm not on my phone because you're not going to ever be able to walk up on me on some sneak shit. I'm watching. I'm looking because it don't take but a second for some nut to walk up on you and do some crazy shit. Like, no. So always be aware. This is him, as you guys can see. I hit child and unalive this man. I don't know what it was for. It sounds like some type of retaliation. Maybe he had UnitedHealthcare and something fell through with his damn insurance. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but he decided to take the CEO out in this situation, and that was very crazy. All right, here's some more pictures. That's him, child, with his little pow up, and that's him getting away on the bike. Let's go back. That's him jumping on somebody's damn bike and getting up out of there. But they're going to catch his ass. They're going to catch him. They're going to catch him. All right. So United Health Group, they did send out a message saying we are deeply saddened and shocked at the passing of our dear friend and colleague, Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Brian was a highly respected colleague and friend to all who worked with him. Says that we are working closely with the New York Police Department and ask for your patience and understanding during this difficult time. Our hearts go out to Brian's family and all who were close to him. All right. So that's the statement United Healthcare Group put out in regards to Brian Thompson. That's him again. All right. So if anybody live in the New York area, if you saw anything related to this, if you may know who the person is, reach out to your local police department or call 911 and give them as much information as you can so this person can be brought to justice. All right. Also, thank you guys. You know what? I forgot to give you guys updates on that. You guys remember when I posted the picture up where my friend's sister was missing in the Virginia area? She has been found, you guys, and she is well. She was found and she is okay. So thank you all for those of you that prayed about it, for those of you that were looking out and, you know, that took that post very serious. So, yeah, one of my very close friends, her sister went missing. Nobody could find her. Everybody was worried about where the hell she was. But she has been found and she is okay. So thank you guys for your prayers and attention to that. Okay. I always like to give y'all updates. So shout out to y'all for that. And everyone involved. All right. She is found. She is found. So thank you guys. And she is safe. So thank you guys for that. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next topic, child. I'm so sick of this Chrisean situation with this damn baby. Baby, please go get a paternity test. That will stop all of this. This boy is not letting up. He is still running around saying he is this child's father. He's even going as far as saying that he was actually at the hospital when Chrisean's baby was born. Of course, y'all know Blueface was not there because his ass was in Florida living it up, partying, while Chrisean was in the hospital in labor and having the baby. So he wasn't even there. At one point, he didn't even claim the baby. But Chrisean's ex-boyfriend, Ronnie, claims that he has spent time and says that Junior and insinuates that he was at the hospital when the baby was born. He says, let's just say that I know who cut the umbilical cord. It might have been him. Shit, I don't know. So let's get into what's being said here, because he ain't letting this go. He is making it very much so known that he is this child's father. I mean, look at him here and look at the baby there. He kind of do favor Chrisean's baby. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be, I ain't trying to be Mario or nobody, but I'm just saying there is some, there are some similarities in the way he looks and the way the baby looks. The baby don't look like Blueface to me, but I don't know. Let's get into this.
Someone said, Ronnie, how did you feel when you saw CJ? I don't know who CJ is, but
CJ is Chrisean Jr. I felt really frustrated, really disappointed, really angry, and I don't know, it was all like, you know how you just get like a rush of emotions all at once? It was like overwhelming. That's the word that I was looking for.
Were you ever able to spend time with him before? Like hold him or anything like that?
Yeah, when he
met him before?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. When he was born, he was born in Baltimore. I was with Chrisean when her water broke. You get what I'm saying? So I seen him. Yeah, I seen. I'm telling you too much. Long story short, I seen baby boy when he came out the hospital.
Shut the fuck! You were at the hospital when she had the baby?
Next question.
No, I need to know that.
Next question.
I want to know. Please.
Next question.
So maybe she messing with.
I'm gonna just say, I know who cut the umbilical cord.
And it won't blue.
Okay.
His ass won't.
So you spent time with him before then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a stranger. He's not a stranger. He's not a stranger. That's my son.
That's crazy. He's your son? You feel like in your heart that he's your son?
Hey, I ain't gonna get ahead of myself, because if he's not, y'all gonna have a field day with me. I already know y'all is. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like it's a chance. It's definitely a chance.
Okay. Cool. That's fucking crazy. If you were in the hospital when fucking she gave birth, that's fucking wild.
All I'm gonna say is GBMC, Greater Baltimore Medical Center. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Because she gave birth on live, but I guess you could have been in the background if you were there.
No, it wasn't in the background. Where were you? You want me to do you one better? Everybody that's in the live, tell me if y'all remember when Miss Rock exposed the messages of me talking to myself. Do y'all remember last year around September when I first kind of broke the internet with the "You are not the father"? Do anybody remember her posting messages of a location with the thread of my number, and it looked like I was texting myself? Is anybody saying they remember seeing that?
Someone said, "Yep."
All right. So from that situation, she's been trying to silence me.
Someone said
from that situation.
You wasn't there. I was on the floor as a nurse. Stop capping.
Okay. I
don't fucking know. I wasn't there, so I really don't know.
All right.
But so people are saying, yeah, I do. Yep.
So for the people that do remember, we ain't worried about that nurse, because she's not even a nurse. She obviously wasn't in the room we was in.
Right.
Anyway, I don't know. It's
Someone said, Ronnie, how did you feel when?
So there you go. All right. So I see a lot of you guys asking in the comments, why hasn't he had a DNA test? He's been pressing for a DNA test. Chrisean is refusing to give him one. Chrisean is refusing to give him a DNA test. He wants to have one. He's saying that it's a strong possibility that he is that child's father. He's been popping up on her when she be out with the baby, begging and pleading her. I think he said he did go through the courts and that he is trying to like go legal in terms of making her get a paternity test done for this baby, because he's saying that she's refusing to do anything to get this test done. So hopefully they can get this figured out, because you should not be popping up on her, following her around, and still continue to have them do videos online. It's like you're trying to shame her into doing it. If he is the father, he has every right to be in this child's life. He's already a year old. You've already lost a year of your son's life, or being in his life rather. Okay, because every male son, if his father wants to be there, he should be there. Blueface is in jail, so it ain't shit he can do. Okay, and he shouldn't be around the child anyway, because he really didn't want to be there. Okay, I feel like it's more so a clout situation. I mean, hell, he was trying to get the baby taken from Chrisean. He was the same person who was taking live videos and had the baby out with no damn coat on in the freezing cold. Chrisean, you did it too the other day. I ain't like that shit. Like, why you got on a hoodie and a coat and your baby ain't got on no coat or socks in the freezing damn cold? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her, but if you cold, baby, the baby is cold too. I don't know what's wrong with her. It's like a disconnect there. If you are cold, how you get up and get dressed and be warm and you put your baby on some shit like y'all going to the beach in the freezing cold? I said, baby, no. Baby, no. Baby, no. I get it, you going through a lot, but it don't take much to go and put that baby on a little, hoodie suit or something like that, and put that baby on a coat and some damn shoes and socks. Like, damn, girl. But anywho and anyway, I hope they figure this out, because if he is the father, he deserves to be there. He wants to be there, obviously. Like I said, he ain't letting this shit go, and he ain't about to just continue to keep following her around. He has taken something legal, according to what he said in another video. So hopefully they figure it out, child, because, oh, Lord, they get on my nerves. All right, let's get on to these freaks right here, child. It's some freakazoids out there. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about these damn freakazoids. Says employees at a Tennessee VA facility revealed to have allegedly had a 12-person orgy, you guys. They said that one employee has also reportedly slept with 32 other co-workers. That's a lot of booty juice. Damn. That's a lot of juices in the room. 32 people, damn. Your wop is toe out with that kind of action. Shit. Oh, Lord, let's get into this, child. When I saw this, I said, not at the VA hospital. Well, at least you at the hospital. You can go on down there and get you a few penicillin shots. Shit. You doing all that? All right, so it said that employees at a Tennessee VA facility are taking workplace romance to a totally new level, apparently. It says that according to a congressional investigation into sexual misconduct allegations, authorities uncovered that the employees had been participating in large orgies, having sex on site and sex with each other. My God. Oh, Lord. They out here acting like Scots, allegedly. Anyway, now in an exclusive report, okay, it said that the probe into the Mountain Home Veteran Affairs Medical Center, says it also known as the James H. Quillen VA Medical Center, has been jaw-dropping to say the least. It says that the investigation found that a bargaining unit biomedical employee had sexual relationships with 32 different women who worked at the facility. My God. It says that they claimed that the man and some of the women actually bragged about it on the government's communication portal. See, that's where you went wrong. You can't be out here humping around like Bobby Brown and then get on the damn work computer and it said, oh yeah, so me and Bobby was what they call it, teabagging back there in the room. You can't be doing that shit. Telling everybody you're teabagging and all that other stuff. You can't be doing it. See, you could have kept that shit quiet and you probably would have got away with it out here hoeing at the job. Now it says that they weren't even trying to hide, apparently. Now, the investigation also found that 12 employees all participated in the orgy together. Now, it's unclear if it happened on the government property or not, but the fact that it happened is bad enough. It says that also at least 2 employees confessed to having sex with each other inside the hospital. Well, it is some beds in there. It says that the fact that the culture would even allow this to happen in the first place is absolutely wild, and it all starts at the top. I guess it do. It starts at the top, and somebody was getting some top. Anyway, it says that a senior congressional aide familiar with the investigation told the news, said the whistleblowers, and there's a whole lot of blowing, have been in communication with the committee staff and provided further details on the allegations and information regarding additional allegations of sexual harassment, sexual assault, and improper and personal relationships at the Mountain Home VA, which facility leadership allegedly did not address properly, that were previously unknown to committee staff. Committee Chairman Michael Bost says, all right, it says that this new information is extremely disturbing and leads the committee to believe there may be a serious culture problem at the VA hospital. You think? Now, most of the people involved in the investigation have quit after these details have become public. Of course they are. Of course you're going to quit versus being fired, y'all freaks. Hell y'all doing at the damn VA hospital? Got patients back there pressing their damn button for help, and y'all asses in there. Oh yeah. Yes, Bobby. Damn legs behind your head and the damn headboard on the damn hospital bed broken, everything. Y'all asses in there, tooted up and booted. But anyway, they down there doing the absolute most down at the VA hospital, child. So if anybody was going to that hospital and y'all was needing a nurse and y'all couldn't find nobody, bitch, that's why. All right? Because they asses is in there getting loose. All right? Getting loose. All right, let's see. Child. A whole bunch of stuff getting loose. My Lord. All right, so Nick Cannon, child. Nick Cannon responds to Orlando Brown after Orlando done came out here and said that he done gave him sloppy top. I said, oh, child, Nick Cannon, let me find out you out here, child. Let me find out you out here wilding out, literally. Y'all know his show is wilding out. Let me find out you really out here wilding out. So it says that Nick Cannon, honey, reacts to Orlando Brown's alleging that Nick Cannon gave him the filet child. That's what they call it. The filet child, the filet. It says that a comedian, as a comedian, he finds it hilarious. Says that what the F I'ma sue him for? Okay, that jacket, meaning he ain't got shit. So let's see what he got to say, child. It's wild.
I did not suck Orlando Brown. I'm entertained by all his fucking interviews.
Fucking lying ass nigga. Nigga, I'm Mike. Anybody else want some?
Whether he talking about me or he talking about anybody, but I don't take him serious.
You can't take back what your butthole received.
I think he's in a mental space where he knows he's trolling. He don't give a fuck.
He damn said if you pay him enough money, he gonna say whatever.
But in all fun, because I'm a comedian, I think this shit's funny. I think we should play the fucking clip.
Nick, you suck my... And don't you ever forget it. That's why the right can't left you.
I went to the comments. Like, he telling the truth. He ain't denying it. Why ain't nobody sue him yet? Like, I'm gonna sue him for that jacket.
Yo.
Do you see this cup? Do you see this cup? Do you see this cup? Do you see this cup?
All right, one more time for the people in the bike.
I did not suck Orlando Brown. I'm entertained by all his fucking interviews.
Fucking lying ass nigga. Nigga, I'm Mike.
This nigga is wild.
Whether he talking about me or he talking about anybody, but I don't take him serious.
You can't take back what your butthole received.
I think he's in a mental space where he knows he's trolling. He don't give a fuck.
He just said if you pay him enough money, he gonna say whatever.
But in all fun, because I'm a comedian, I think this shit's funny. I think we should play the fucking clip.
Nick, you suck my... And don't you ever forget it. That's why the right can't left you.
I went to the comments. Like, he telling the truth. He ain't denying it. Why ain't nobody sue him yet? I'm gonna sue him for that jacket.
Nick, you suck my...
No.
Do you see this cup? Do you see this cup?
I don't know why that's so funny to me. I hope they figure this out, because Orlando, he has no problem with outing people. He's talked about a lot of people in the industry. He's talked about Diddy. He's talked about what's his name? who was it? He talked about Diddy doing some stuff. He talked about R. Kelly doing some inappropriate stuff. He talked about Will Smith doing some inappropriate stuff. Like he don't be scared to call names. And I'll be like, that can be kind of dangerous if that's not true. Like, sir, you out here talking about people is out here giving you sloppy top and you just not scared to say it. Like, I don't know. They were like, he ain't got shit to sue for, but he be doing a lot. Like, he really do. The shit was funny though. I ain't gonna hold you. Lord have mercy. I hope he gets some help, child. And if that happened, I mean, hey, thank you for spilling your tea, sir, because I'm always gonna be here for a good little laugh and a gag, baby. That was a laugh and a gag for me. I'm sorry. Nick, y'all work it out, all right? Hopefully over the phone. Don't be around him, child, because we don't want no more rumors out here swirling, all right? Yeah, y'all stay far away from each other because, baby, he is doing a lot. All right. What else, Snatch by Diego? What's up? All right, so let's get into our next topic, child. Monique Samuels reflect on filing for divorce, and she says that she feels like she failed herself. Could she be rethinking this shit? Could she be reacting to and or saying that maybe she made a mistake for filing for divorce? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I always hoped that the two of them, she and Chris, I hoped that they could work things out for the sake of their children. But my thing is, if you're not happy with someone and things aren't working out and it just doesn't look like you're going to be able to work things out, then you got to go and do what you got to do. You got to go on and file for divorce. But I don't know. I'm a sucker for love. I like to see people, if you can work it out. I never ever would tell nobody if you're in a domestic violence type situation or something like that to try to stay and work some shit out. Hell no, get the fuck out of there. But if y'all just argued a little bit and, he say a little disrespectful shit, y'all can go and get a little counseling, long as he don't be doing no Ike Turner shit like this here. But I always wanted them to work it out because, I like them. But let's see, child, what she had to say. She's sitting down in this interview with on the Dear Future Wifey podcast. All right, let's go.
When you decide to file for divorce, how hard was that?
And you're trying to live life authentically, the decisions that we think were God-led, we realize were not. They were self-led. They were ego-led. They were led by factors that had nothing to do with being equally yoked.
When you decide to file for divorce, how hard was that?
You could tell she still have some love for him. I mean, it's impossible to be in love with somebody for that long. And when you bear children with a person that's still, it's a different type of bond. It's a different type of bond you have with the person when you have a child with that person. And she had, how many kids she got? 3, 4 kids? Yeah, she still loves him. You can tell. She had that long pause before she even spoke on the situation, which tells you that she's still kind of harboring something there. Maybe she feels a little regret. Maybe she feels like, hey, maybe this shit could have worked out. Yeah, I don't know. My heart go out to her a little bit. I did not like the way she was so mothering when she talked to him. I don't like that. Like, that's your husband. Respect him, especially when you do that shit in public, because then other people feel like they can talk to your husband that way. Like, hell no. I didn't like the way she was kind of rude in the way she talked to him, but then I feel like he kind of did some shit like that too. I didn't like that scene at the table where he kept telling her to hush. I don't like that. I don't like when Martell was doing that to Mel. I used to be like, bitch, who? Because y'all both are grown. Like, you don't ever get to tell me to hush because you don't want to hear what I got to say. You can leave the room, but bitch, I'm still going to be saying what I got to say. Like, at no point in time, you about to tell me to zip it. Like, no, nigga, you zip it. Zip your ass up out of here. That's what you can do. But yeah, this is a sad situation. I feel like she may be feeling a little bit of regret. She got emotional. I haven't really seen her get emotional like that about this situation, about her divorce, but damn. Yeah, so she was on Love and Marriage DC, as you guys remember, and they separated, they're saying October of 2022, and their divorce was finalized September of 2023. So everything is still fresh. Everything is still recent. September was just last year of 2023. So it's barely over a year and some months that she and Chris have been divorced, all right? And the sad thing is you got to see him all the time because y'all got to co-parent. You got to drop the kids off. You got to go over there. Like, so I don't know. Absence make the heart grow fonder. You just never know what a person can do or will do. Maybe they just needed that time apart. You just never know. You just never know. I was always pulling for them. So we'll see what happens. She's still emotional about him. It could be something still there. All right. Y'all know, child. I be wanting people to try to work it out if they can. But hell, if you can't, if the nigga crazy like Ike Turner, by all means, leave that shit alone. Okay? I ain't telling nobody to stay and get smacked around because that shit ain't cool. All right, so let's get off that. Press to Monique, child. Y'all figure it out, baby. Figure it out. All right, let's get into Kimmy Scott and her thirsty ass. Lord have mercy. Let me drag her ass right quick, then we're gonna get out of here. Thank you all for being here again. Thank you, Chef. I thank you Chef, for being here. Snatch. What you saying, Snatch by Diego? What you saying? What you saying? Says Camerell, that drove me insane. Said that Martell told Neil to hush, and every time he argued with a woman, especially Melody, I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't tell me to shut up. That would get you cussed out, real cussed out. Okay, I didn't like that. He's so very disrespectful. And I didn't like when Chris said it to Monique. Even though you didn't want to hear what she had to say, you still don't have a right to tell somebody to shut up. Martell and Marceau told Tisha to shut the F up on a live, y'all. I was like, what the hell? He said, Tisha, shut the fuck up. And she just sat there like, ooh, let me shut the fuck up. I was like, girl, you weak. Because I'd cussed his ass out. I told him a new one right there. But let's get into this Kimmy situation. Word on the curb, you guys. Word on the curb is that Kimmy Scott, you guys, went in. I told you guys this morning she went in on Mel at the reunion really bad. They're saying that the situation kind of went on for a very long time at this reunion. I can't wait to see it, and I hope they don't dumb it down and try to edit it, because Carlos is now out here trying to hide shit. And I do feel like he's behind all of the bullshit as related to that, because he does like to see them go after Mel. That's the reason that Destiny went on the girls' trip, was to go after Mel, because Carlos knows that going after Mel, that's going to get them ratings up. He loves it. He sits back and he watches that shit. He enjoys it. He done sent Martell to go film scenes with Mel in order to get that friction on the show. He enjoys it. He enjoys it. So let's get into it. Of course, you guys know that Kimmy now has daggers for Melody. Ever since that particular scene where Melody was questioning her about Maurice's DUI. You guys know about that. Did I pull that? I think I did. Let's refresh your memory. Let's refresh, honey, because I don't know nobody like, what's she talking about? So let's refresh, because I pulled the scene so you guys can remember what we're talking about. All right, before I get ready to tear her damn afro off here in a second. Because Kimmy, your afro, I'm about to tear it off here in a minute, baby, okay?
Glad you came over today.
I am too.
Because I ain't seen you since the girls' trip. Like, this is my first time seeing you. So the trip in totality, how did you feel? Like, did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
In all honesty, Mel, it was a lot better than I had planned in my head. And I was telling Maurice, actually, the point of the trip is the camaraderie of it all. Even though there were little spur-ups here and there, by the end of it all, I think most people kind of squashed them out and talked it out and got things resolved.
I felt like that was being accomplished at one point. Destiny literally apologized to me on the trip. Yes, she walked by my room and looked at me and said, I'm so sorry, with tears in her eyes. Then you come back, and every interview you do, you throwing jabs at me, and I'm not even out here talking about you. I don't know if Destiny is lying to herself about what took place in St. Thomas, but you don't apologize to someone and then come back, go on a whole interview campaign, speaking negatively, spreading lies. I don't know, maybe she just said, I'm sorry, to be like, see, look what I did. I apologize to Melody. See, I apologize. That's what it's given.
What did she say in the interview?
She just been saying little stuff here and there, insinuating, like, still like as if I'm some bad friend, or, I'm not being true to who I am.
Have y'all talked at all since St. Thomas?
No, which is why I'm so shocked that you're still out here trying to throw jabs at me. That is weird. It's giving Tisha energy.
But you and Tisha been on a pretty level playing field for a while now.
We have.
Okay.
Yeah, we have. Tisha and I have been able to get to this place where we are able to be cordial because we have not continuously been throwing daggers at each other. The Destiny is always throwing daggers.
At your service, lady. Okay.
It looks pretty.
This is all vegetables, no gluten.
You're welcome, ladies.
This is really good.
You like it?
Obviously, I've been trying to change up some of the stuff that I eat.
Baby, Mel is buttering Kimmy up for this tea that's about to come. Do you hear me? Mel like, yes, eat, baby, eat, because I need you to talk. All right.
And I'm trying to stick closer to a Mediterranean kind of diet, more vegetables and fruits and that kind of thing.
Mel, I don't give a fuck about your diet. I'm about to talk about this damn DUI. Go on and put some more food in your mouth and let's get into this damn DUI. All right.
Well, you look amazing. So
thank y'all.
Your skin is glowing.
Thank
you look
y'all.
great. You look great. So that's all that matters. That's why I texted you and checked on you, because it was a lot going on. Whenever your spouse, and you know I've been on the side of it, is out here doing stuff that's stupid, it does affect you. One thing about me is I do like to address things head on. So, I want to check in with Kimmy and see how she's feeling about her husband getting a DUI. I want her to know that I understand, how she's probably feeling. It's tough whenever the world is watching you. I was like, ooh, I know Kimmy ain't happy right now. I'm glad you came over today.
Ooh, I know Kimmy Afro about to get tore off right now. All right, so Mel, let me go ahead and let you know why Destiny did what she did on the girls trip and apologize to you, okay? Because she has multiple personalities. Let's show that again, okay? For those of you that didn't get to see that in my video this morning, Destiny has admitted that she has multiple personalities. Let's get into it, okay?
I got multiple personalities that I've named Charlie, Lola, Shay Shay. What's the other one? That's 5 of them, I think.
Bad shit crazy.
They'll come to me in a second. But yeah, they all got their own little moments. But we try to keep a lot of them out.
So there you hear it. Let's play it one more time for the people in the bike.
I got multiple personalities that I've named Charlie, Lola, Shay Shay. What's the other one? That's 5 of them, I think.
Yeah.
They'll come to me in a second. But yeah, they all got their own little moments. But we try to keep a lot of them out.
Well. Jingle bell, oh well. All right, so I think you borrowed some of Martell's. Chef Don said 5, baby. I think she borrowed some of Martell's. Now y'all know 2 crazy people should not be together. That's like 2 crackheads being together. No, somebody got to be sane. Like you hang around Martell, they already asking him to do a psych evaluation. Now we finding out your ass out here running around with 5 different personalities. Baby, you might need one too, because you sound crazy too. You look crazy when you was crying and telling Mel, I'm sorry, but then you want to be fighting her and shit. But anyway, honey, let's get into the things of the things. All right. Now, I was just telling you guys about how at the reunion that's coming up, that Mel and Kimmy had this long, they're saying, drawn out back and forth verbal altercation that went on, and it was due to something that Carlos brought up, and he set it up in order for Mel and Kimmy to go back and forth. And they were saying that Kimmy was really going in, baby. She had daggers for Mel at this reunion. Of course, you guys heard Maurice say in his interview that had Kimmy heard a lot of the other things that Mel said prior to all of that, that Kimmy would have gone 20 times stronger on Mel at the reunion. So that's something that they were already kind of cooking up. And I think Carlos was behind it as well, because he's about ratings. So when they get on there and get to acting a fool, he enjoys sitting back watching them come for Mel. Watch how his reaction was go back and look at the video at the reunion when they had Stormy's mama, Pitbull face Betty, on there going after Mel. And I kept saying, why the fuck is she at the reunion? Why is Betty at the reunion? Because he knew Betty was going to come for Mel and do exactly what she did. And what was Carlos doing? Sitting there with that smirk on his face because he enjoyed it. Now, I already feel like they're starting to try to ice Melody out because of the recent interview that they just had with the Scotts, okay? I don't like that because they don't really have real shit going on. Melody just got an award. All of her businesses are verifiable. She's successful in everything that she's doing. She ain't in court. She ain't got no police reports going on. She ain't being sued, but the Scotts are. So what you do, Carlos, is you big up the ones that you know ain't really got shit going on, because you don't fool with Mel like that no more, because she fucked up your setup with this whole her and Martell Holt on this damn show with the ratings. Everybody know the ratings were the best, and I said it before when Mel and Martell filmed together. But now that Mel have put those ramifications in place legally, she and Martell can't be around each other. Carlos don't like that. He don't like it. Look at how he treated So Gucci. Look at how he treated So Gucci. She already said, hey, I had a total protective order in place. Look how he did me. Shit. You know, I wasn't supposed to be around no damn Selena, and he still walked around the metal detectors on that. So he don't give a fuck about no court orders and stuff. Carlos wants his ratings. I keep saying it. Now, shout out to Sunny Minx, because she confirmed the altercation on her live the other day. She pretty much said that it was very exhausting between the two of them going back and forth. She said she really couldn't go into detail like that, but she said the altercation between Mel and Kimmy at the reunion was very exhausting, meaning they were really going at each other. And Carlos was like this, going back and forth, enjoying the shit. All right. So of course, Kimmy, like I said, was mad at Melody for the scene where Melody asked when Maurice actually came home and was arrested for the DUI. She was saying, was he really arrested at the time that they were saying he was? Kimmy didn't want to answer no question. She was saying, it's whatever it says it was. I really can't speak on it. But my thing is, Kimmy, you can always speak on other people's shit. When Mel and Martell were going through their divorce, that's all you did was speak on it. You were talking about Martell was a great guy. Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Well, I don't think so. You didn't want to call Ariane a side chick, but she was a side chick. So what you taking up for her for when you knew she was running around here messing with Martell, who was married at the time and had a baby by Martell during the time he was married to Mel? But then you want to sit up here and cap for the op. You always pick the wrong side, and then you got to get your damn bangs ripped out, and then y'all sit in interviews and be dumb millimeters, dumb. No, bitch, it's you. Take accountability for your bullshit. Y'all don't want nobody talking about y'all shit, but you stay talking about Mel. None of them can do interviews without mentioning Melody. Carlos, you can't get through a messy Monday, and it don't matter who you have on your show, without mentioning Melody. Why is that? I keep saying that his issue with Melody is that she don't need him no more. Carlos don't like people who don't need him. People that he helped put on certain platforms, he gets mad when they don't need. Melody don't need him no more. So now he's behind the scenes trying to do this little ice out with her. And it's like, you know how some people kind of play kids against each other, how parents sometimes play one kid against the other. That's what he's doing. He enjoys this bullshit that he got stirred up behind the scenes. That piece of interview that he did with the Scotts, we know it was all lies and bullshit. He bigged them up like they were going to be the next best thing on the show. Kimmy Maurice, y'all ain't been woke since season 3. Tisha Marceau, y'all ain't really talked about shit, but everybody else's business. So bottom line is, I'm not buying it. But Carlos, you need to take some accountability while your ass is out here deleting videos and posts when you know your ass is caught. You forgot that there's a certain thing called screen record and screenshots. You might have got rid of it, but baby, we still got it. And we're going to keep talking about it and exposing your ass because you're wrong. You fucking narc. No wonder you take up for, and I keep saying it. No wonder you take up for Martell, because you have the same attitude as Martell. How dare somebody call you out? How dare somebody call you and have accountability, to make you have accountability? You don't like that shit. Look at how you did So Gucci. She couldn't even talk when you asked her a question, and as soon as it looked like the conversation was pivoting towards holding you to the fire, you wouldn't even let her get the shit out because you know you were wrong. But shout out to her for going over there. Shout out to Miller Chun for interviewing her. I haven't had the chance to see the interview in its entirety, but shout out to Miller Chun for giving So Gucci a space to get on her platform and speak and tell what she needed to tell, because Carlos muzzled her out of being scared that his ass was going to be exposed. People have been saying that about your ass the longest, Carlos. People have been saying that about you for the longest. It ain't just So Gucci. So stop acting like this is the first time you heard the shit. Like, for real, for real. Stop acting like that. All right. But they're saying that, let me get into my notes, child. Carlos, like I said, he's now focusing on the Scotts and he's trying to ice Mel out. Now, let's get into a few clips that I pulled. All right. because Kimmy seems to be blind. She's on her Stevie Wonder bullshit when it comes to seeing the bigger picture. You are what's the word I want to say? You are protecting someone who don't protect you, Kimmy. You are in a marriage to someone who don't protect you. What the fuck is your husband doing out at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning on a regular basis? And you sit on platforms and you protect him and you speak up for him knowing it is fucked up. You say, oh, this is not something that I like. But you're not going to dare hold Maurice accountable, just like you didn't hold him accountable when he told you to roll over and take it. You ain't no fucking dog. He might as well say to you, roll over and take it, bitch. You don't believe he said the shit? I got the clip. Oh, we ready tonight. We ready. I dare you. All right. It's admirable for her to just roll over and take it. Let's get into that shit.
People are reading you for filth because they feel like you're not understanding Kimmy's diagnosis, what she's going through, because all you want to do is make sure you get what you need. Are you that much of a sexual person to where, despite what she's going through right now, you still feel like there's a happy medium in terms of her pleasuring you?
This is what I'll say, because this is very difficult, right? There's a difference between wants and needs, all right? And I'm a person who actually needs sex, not a person who wants sex. Now, at times I want it, but I actually need it. So life throws us curveballs like what we're going through right now. And what Kimmy is doing is admirable as a spouse. To roll over and suffer through it, I was hoping it wouldn't be a suffering, a sufferable moment, but she rolls over and suffers through it, fakes it, all for me. Because at that moment, it's something that she completely didn't desire, right? And I kind of look at it as if, and this is, you know, all jokes aside, I look at it as her standing by me while I'm standing by her. So, as difficult as it may seem, we should all feel that we would be better people and say, oh, no, I don't want or need sex for however long it takes for you to recover. But we then live in reality where that's not true.
Yeah, no. Okay, that's the most disrespectful shit I've ever heard. All right, your wife is fighting for her life and having to take cancer treatments and every other treatment. And she said when she came to one of the events that she was feeling very weak, and sometimes she can't even get out of the bed. But you have her, you still have the expectation as to if you just met her, that you still want her to toot it up when you come in at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Ain't no telling where your ass been. You got this woman up out the bed, driving all over fucking Huntsville, looking for your ass. She done went by Credit One. You ain't there. Why you telling her I'm sleeping at the office? You ain't there. So where the fuck are you? Was you with Shan? Because Ariane said you was messing with her friend Shan. Yeah, we're gonna call names today. Shout out to Bonafide Brownie, because that's where we're looking at this clip from. Maurice. That is the most disrespectful bullshit. Now let's get into the clip where Kimmy, well, her beard ass, was taken up for him when he said this bullshit right here. I was like, Kimmy, we were trying to ride for you, dear, but now I need you to park because, bitch, I need to get out the car. I cannot ride with you on this. No, ma'am.
Recent episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Maurice unfortunately got a DUI.
Remove that one. Let me play the other one. We're going to come back to that one. Yeah, this is the one I want.
I'd like to give you the opportunity to respond to a headline. A sad case of a man. Love and Marriage Huntsville fans slam Maurice for demanding intimacy while Kimmy goes through chemotherapy. Kimmy, what is your response to the backlash that Maurice has been getting lately?
So here's the thing, like originally, I didn't even watch it. He told me he had an interview with Carlos, and usually I just kind of get the nuts and bolts of it. You know, he was like, well, we did this. He asked me about that, and I didn't do anything. And then when I finally saw stuff just kind of everywhere, I was like, oh my gosh, what did you say? I literally was like, what did you say? And so one of the comments somebody keeps screenshotting around is the fact that I said, let me go see the interview. And people were like, I don't believe she hasn't seen it. And I just got life. Like, we got stuff. So when I actually did see it, I told him, I said, that was disrespectful. Like, the words that you chose were cruel to me. It wasn't protecting me. The irony of the conversation in itself was that if you actually watch the show, I'm the one who initiated the conversation in regards to the fact that the chemo has affected my libido. And I know that affects him and his sexual injuries. So he has never forced me to do one single thing. He has never made me. He has never implied he was going to leave me. So the headlines, in order to get likes and tags, I absolutely get it. But the words that he chose to use throughout that interview, I felt were a bad choice of words in regards to me, because it didn't protect me in the words that he chose to use to describe. Like, I think he said, bend over and take it. That's like ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. And I told him, I said, that was awful. The wording choice was awful.
You know,
I want to jump in, say something real quick. I was horrified too with some of the language. And I spoke about having a situation where it was the reverse. I had a man that had some issues. I want to ask both of you. Kimmy, I want to ask you first, do you feel the pressure? Like, if I don't satisfy my man, even when I don't feel good, am I nervous? Do I feel a way about the future of my marriage? And Maurice, if you could take back what you said, would you rephrase it, or do you stand on exactly what you said?
So for me, like I said, we filmed it and everything. For Kimmy, I never felt like he was going to leave me. That wasn't the case whatsoever. However, even before our chemo,
girl, he ain't never leaving you. That's why he went ahead and got his name on that damn house right quick. The nigga ain't leaving you. You the money maker in the house. Where he going? Back on that same couch where you found him. Maurice ain't got shit going on, and you know he don't. He didn't have shit going on when you met him. So that's your problem, Kimmy. You worried about him leaving you when you need to be leaving him. How many times does Maurice get to disrespect you? Publicly. We ain't even talking about behind the scenes. Because if he's doing this shit publicly, I don't even want to see how he treats you at home. You have allowed this man to fucking disrespect you, and it's a buildup, and he keeps going a little bit further, and you keep allowing that shit to where now he just flying off in interviews and just saying little wild shit, and then you sit your ass up here booed up and protecting him when he sat up here and he said it with his whole fat ass chest with his titty balls shaped like his damn mama, that he found it admirable for you, knowing that you were sick, to roll over and take it and fake it for him. That means he don't give a half of a damn and a teaspoon of a fuck about you. That's what that means, dear. Let's continue. That's exactly what that means.
Issue came up, we already had conversation about our sex life. We talked about our sex life before we got married. So this is like an honest statement. In Kimmy's world, I had made up in my head 7 days was the limit. Like, I was.
Kimmy. Now, what she continues to say here is she made up in her mind that there's a limit that she has on their sex life, meaning she does not allow Maurice to go 7 days without her giving him sex. Well, bitch, he already got it. I told y'all the other day, baby, on Monday, he probably done had the bitch about 5 times and ain't touched you. If he out to 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and you go home and you go to bed because you tired of telling him to come home, girl, when you gonna wake up, Kimmy? And Maurice just sitting his bald-headed beige ass there just looking crazy. Let's back it up one more time so y'all can hear this bullshit. I was like, girl.
Kimmy, I'd like to give you the opportunity to respond to a headline. A sad case of a man, Love and Marriage Huntsville fans slam Maurice for demanding intimacy while Kimmy goes through chemotherapy. Kimmy, what is your response to the backlash that Maurice has been getting lately?
So here's the thing, like originally, I didn't even watch it. He told me he had an interview with Carlos, and usually I just kind of get the nuts and bolts of it. You know, he was like, well, we did this. He asked me about that, and I didn't do anything.
Kimmy, so you were oblivious to Maurice going and doing an interview with Carlos. I seriously doubt that. I seriously doubt that while the interview was going on and when the interview came out that you did not see it prior to. So please stop sitting up here acting like you did not know that Maurice said what he said and y'all didn't have a conversation about it, because you're doing the same thing you did with the damn DUI. You're downplaying the situation when you really feel a way, but you don't want to say it in public because you don't want that speech from Maurice's ass when you get home. The same shit that Marceau does to Tisha, you don't want that when you get home. We all know Maurice does the long way around when he is having this conversation with you like you his child. So you sit there and you take up for him and you say what you guys agreed that you would say when you get in public, so that you don't look stupid and have to deal with his ass when he get home, while he then gets in his car and leave your ass again and stay out till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You're so fucking disrespectful to yourself. And I can't care more about you than the nigga that's sitting beside you, or than you care for yourself. Because bottom line is, a lot of women were pulling for you, Kimmy, in that situation, dear. But then when you sat your ass up here on TGIF and you downplayed what the nigga sitting beside you said, as if he was not disrespectful, girl.
All stuff just kind of everywhere. I was like, oh my gosh, what did you say? I literally was like, what did you say? And so one of the comments somebody keeps screenshotting around is the fact that I said, let me go see the interview. And people were like, I don't believe she hasn't seen it. And I just got life. Like, we got stuff. So when I actually did see it, I told him, I said, that was disrespectful. Like, the words that you chose.
So if you said that to him, then why is your energy different in this interview? If you told him that what he said in the interview, when you saw it, it was disrespectful, why isn't that energy coming through in this interview? Because it's given that you're more so trying to take care of him and protect his feelings in this, because you don't want the backlash later, Kimmy.
Were cruel to me. It wasn't protecting me. The irony of the conversation in itself was that if you actually watch the show, I'm the one who initiated the conversation in regards to the fact that the chemo has affected my libido. And I know that affects him and his sexual injuries. So he has never forced me to do one single thing. He has never made me. He has never implied he was going to leave me. So the head
telling you to, for him saying that it's admirable for you to roll over and just take it, meaning that you might not feel like it in that moment. You're sick. Everybody knows chemo drains you. My grandfather died of pancreatic cancer. Okay, let me be a little transparent. And I don't usually share my personal business, but my grandfather was on chemo. So I saw what it was doing to him. It had him tired. He was worn down. Like, he was sick as hell. He didn't feel like doing shit. He didn't want to get him to go to the fucking bathroom. That's just how tired he is. So let alone being in a sex session with somebody who likes to hump like Maurice, because it's giving like his ass is like a fucking rabbit. He already said on TV he like to have fivesomes. So his sex energy is very high. Your libido cannot keep up with what he got going on. So your one time a week or in 7 days for him, Kimmy, ain't enough. That's why he get missing, baby. So for him to say it's admirable for you to roll over and take it and suffer through it. He used the word suffer, meaning you're laying there in pain that is not comfortable, but you're sticking through it. You're getting through it just for the sake of him busting a nut so he can get the fuck up off you and you can roll back over and go to sleep and maybe take you a good old 800 milligram Tylenol and get through that shit. Only for him to be trying to do the shit again. That is some sick shit. And you sitting up on this platform and taking
lines in order to get likes and tags. I absolutely get it. But the words that he chose to use throughout that interview, I felt were a bad choice of words in regards to me, because it didn't protect me in the words that he chose to use to describe. Like, I think he said, bend over and take it. That's like ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. And I told him, I said, that was awful. The wording choice was awful.
You know, I want to jump in and say something real quick. I was horrified too with some of the language. And
thank you, Claudia, for tearing his ass off. Now, let me get into this next clip, because I pulled some clips, because I want to make this very much so clear. This shit is not okay. And Kimmy, the fact that you are taking up for this, I'm sorry, girl. I can't with you. I cannot. All right, let's get into
episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Maurice unfortunately got a DUI. You didn't realize.
Can y'all hear? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear, because this one kind of recorded in kind of low. Please put a 1 if you guys can hear this particular clip, okay? Because it sounds a little low on my end.
That he wasn't home until the wee hours in the morning. And a lot of people were asking, like, well, why is Kimmy okay with her husband leaving an event? Hey, Tisha, leaving an event and not going straight home to be with his wife. And why is Kimmy sleeping in a bed where it's just her and the pillows from Bed Bath & Beyond, and not knowing that your husband is not home until you wake up and notice he wasn't next to you?
So, first of all, in order to have a true conversation, people need to be as open and authentic as they can be. Mm-hmm. And in that regard, I say that because we've been doing the show a long time. There's been little clips, there's been little scenes, there's been little this, that, and the other, where I've been very clear that I don't like late night hour hanging out. I've said it several different times and several different ways. There was even a time when there was conversation at one of the reunions where we talked about, before the show ever started, why you didn't want to talk about them coming in late, because I don't like it. I don't like it. That's why I didn't want to talk about it, because I don't like it. And it has been an Achilles heel. It simply has. So it's really weird to me how people come up with the notion that she's fine with it. She's not fine with it. However, what she's not going to do is stress herself out. She doesn't stress herself out. I met Maurice as fun-loving. He liked to hang out with his friends, his guys, Sadark, all of them. Sadark, Marceau, Micah, all of them. They like that. I met him.
And we all know what they like to do. Ask them down there at Alabama A&M, them little young girls. That's why Sadark ass ain't on the show no damn mo, when his ass got blasted. And that's the nigga that your husband hanging out with. Go off, child.
In that vein, I met him for the streets. That's how I met him. And so he likes to do that. He does. And so there was a time when I would stress out, and I'm like, where you at? Oh, what you doing? There was definitely a time when I would do that. And that time has passed. That time has passed. I go home and I go to bed. And God forbid, this is not the call that you ever want to get. It is simply not. This is the one that you actually worried about, from the very beginning. It's the call that you never want to happen. But there definitely came a time in our relationship where I gave him to his brother's keepers. And y'all's job is to make sure that he got home safely. Like that, literally, that is the truth. That is all I have to say. I trusted him. I've never not trusted him in that regard.
If you're questioning where he is when he's coming home, why is he going out? If you're getting out of your bed when you've already gone to bed to get dressed, to drive to his alleged job, to go and look for him because he's not home at a certain time, and you're blowing up his phone asking him where he is when he told you he was going to be at work, when you go there and he ain't there, you don't trust him. You don't trust that man. You don't trust him, Kimmy. You just don't want to be alone. Okay? Maurice won't go marry you anyway. We keep saying that if it wasn't for them Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras and on cutting that check for y'all to have a little wedding down there in Miami, because he don't take you nowhere. Maurice don't take you nowhere. How long did you have to beg him to take you on a honeymoon, Kimmy? And he was like, yeah, I got other things to do. I'm real busy at work. Only for us to find out the nigga don't work. That the only check he getting was from from Kingdom Reigns Entertainment. That's the only check the nigga bringing home. So he telling you he can't do things for you and take you places because he's so busy. He can't hang no pictures on the wall because he's so busy with all his cases, and the nigga never tried a case. So you let him play in your face when you know he ain't bringing no money home, that you taking care of everything, but then you sit up in interviews and make faces when people ask you questions about why the nigga is so fucking disrespectful and why you allow him to stay out all fucking night. As a wife, as a husband, he should have his ass at home. He should be home. Now, not to say that as a man, he can't go out and hang out with the homies sometime, but do that shit respectfully. Do that shit respectfully. Mine don't stay. I said it before. Mine don't stay out like that. Mine don't stay out like that. Nope. If you want to go play cards with the homies, he's always calling, hey, babe, I'm probably going to be here another hour and then I'm leaving. On his way home, he called me. But never, ever is he out 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Never, ever. Because he respect me like that. And you know I'm crazy. That too. But at the end of the day, there's a level of respect that's not there when it comes to you and Maurice. You older than him. Of course you're going to go home and go to bed. And he ain't going to sit here and fight with you because he know you don't like to hang out. Bottom line is, if he was a man like that, he would ask you to go out to some of these places with him if he respected you. But you can't go with him when he going to see Shan. You can't go with him when he going to see Shan. Ariane say he messes with her friend named Shan. That's what Ariane said. Now, not that we believe everything Ariane say, but y'all know when y'all piss her off, she getting ready to spill some tea. This is the same person that you say you can't call a side chick that blasted your husband to say that she was sleeping with her friend. Catch that tea. Clock it. You better clock that tea. Clock it in my Shamar voice. That's what she said. I ain't say the shit. But let's get through this because I got some pictures that I want to put up, Kimmy, and you can explain.
And I know that's weird to a lot of people. It was actually kind of weird to me, to be perfectly honest. But everybody who participated in introducing us to each other always spoke extremely highly in regards to his efficacy in regards to relationships. And that always meant a lot to me. I'm talking about his parents, his family, his friends, everybody. And so I never not trusted when he was out with his friends partying at the bar, drinking at the cigar lounge, smoking cigars, whatever. But I stopped stressing out about it. I did. I absolutely went home and I went to bed. That's just the truth of the matter. And if that means to people that she didn't care, she's okay with it, that's not what it means. That means that I reached a point where I'm going to go home and I'm going to go to bed. And so, yes, when I woke up and he wasn't there, that was a problem. That was a problem because that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Usually I go home, I go to bed, and at some point, 2, 3 o'clock, he'll come and he'll, go to bed. It's just like that.
Where's your support dog at, Kimmy? Let me show y'all why Kimmy don't care. Okay? Let me show you why she don't care when he's out and where he is and why she don't think he's cheating and all these things. Now, let me show y'all why her ass don't fucking care. This is why she don't care. I think it's understood, all right? He did mention fivesomes. Now, I don't know who be involved, but I know this shit here don't look right. Let's go and put this shit up. Ooh, it's called a receipt. That's you, Kimmy. That's your sister-in-law. What's this shit right here? What's this shit right here, Kim? That's you. That's when y'all were in the DR, remember? That's you. And that's Tisha. What y'all doing right here? Could this be why you don't care when Maurice go out? Because you know your time is coming? Could it be that you don't care when Maurice is out and about? Because it's an understanding since they brought up the conversation. And I remember in season 2, and I remember like it was yesterday, when you guys had the dinner at your house prior to you and Maurice getting married, you guys had a conversation about respectfully cheating. And when the conversation was brought up, your eyebrows went up like they always do, which is a telltale sign to me that something hit the fan with you, hearing the word respectfully cheating, because I feel like you and Tisha respectfully allow your men to cheat. You don't run behind them no more because you figured out now that they're not going to stop doing the shit that they're doing. So I'm just going to go home and go to bed and just let bygones be bygones. It is what it is as long as the nigga come home. What's this shit right here? You better clock that T, clock it. Whoa! Who is this? Who are these women in your husband's face? Over there in the DR. Who are these women in your husband's face? Because it ain't you, Kimmy. You got an afro. Let's go back. I don't want nobody saying, oh, that's Kimmy. Bitch, it's not. Y'all see Kimmy hair? Kimmy has an afro. Okay? Where's the afro? Why she all up on your husband right here? Who is this? That's Maurice. Why she all up on y'all husbands like this? Why these women up on y'all husbands and y'all ain't checking them? Y'all taking pictures of y'all husband booed up with somebody else when y'all should be over there. Okay? Kimmy, you should be right here. Where my mouse is? You should be right here, Kimmy. And who is this bitch in your husband? See, no bitch can be in my husband's face like that. I don't give a fuck, especially in the pool, on land, nowhere. You can't be in my husband's face like that because I'm gonna be like, bitch. Okay? Yeah. Scatter. I need y'all to scatter, okay? Bitches scatter, okay? The fuck out of my husband's face like that. Okay? Whatever you need to say to him, bitch, you might need to know sign language. Do that shit over there. The fuck out of here. Get out of his face. That's my attitude. What is this? Let's blow it up. Kimmy, where are you? Kimmy, where are you? I don't see you in this picture, girl. Let's continue. Kimmy, could it be that you don't care that he stays out all night? Because that is Maurice right here. Kimmy, what are you doing right here? And who is this with Maurice? Oh, my. Woo-wee. Oh, well, Jingle Bell. I guess that's why you don't care that he be out, because you try to understanding. You can't get in no more than your one day, and he need more than a day. So I think it's an understanding as long as he come home, allegedly. That's Kimmy right there. I know that afro anywhere. That's Kimmy right there. Tisha enjoying this shit because she's like, girl, I've been a sister wife, girl, get into it, girl. Tisha is happy to Tisha taking all the pictures. Tisha like, y'all see this shit right here? Y'all see this shit right here? Shout out to the people that uploaded this shit on I saw this shit on Facebook. I was like, oh girl, these are some good receipts right here. Look at Kimmy. Tisha, that's you. We know that's you because you had that little hat on. But who is this right here nibbling in Maurice's ear and talking to Maurice? Why you all up on him like that? And Kimmy standing in front and don't look like she said nothing. Kimmy, we need to see this in the picture. I need to see a windmill. I need to see hands going. I don't see that right here. So that lets me know you okay with this. Right? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it gives. That's what it gives. Tisha smiling like a little Cheshire cat. Oh, look at that. What conversation is this? Ooh, what y'all talking about? That look juicy. Why are these women up in your husband's face and whatnot? Y'all. It's giving a little, it's giving a fight, some orgy or some sort. I don't know. All right. Shout out to the person that uploaded this shit on Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely about to share this shit. Kimmy, what you doing right here, girl? See, Kimmy, you should be here and she should be over there. Not even in the damn picture, okay? This is too close for comfort. I mean, his arm is around her and everything. Y'all see that? His arm is around her. And Kimmy is over here. And Tisha is smiling like, yeah, this is what we do. And this is how we do it. Oh, girl, I would be embarrassed. That's too close to be in somebody's husband's face. He's a married man. Why are you in her husband's face like that? And Kimmy's not checking it. Kimmy, why are you up on Tisha like that? And why did you look at Maurice like that when he said y'all that he had fivesomes at the reunion? You looked at him like, bitch, why would you tell that? And you tried to shut him up because I remember it. Go back to that reunion where Maurice put it out there that he likes to have fivesomes. How Kimmy looked at him and how she tried to clean it up. Because that's what Kimmy is. Kimmy is a clean up woman. Okay. Making it easy, honey, for the clean up woman. That's Kimmy. Because she old as hell and her libido is broke. So she got to do what she got to do to keep her man. Because she don't want to be single. Kimmy waited a long time to be a wife. So what is this shit here? Let's blow it up. What is that, Kimmy? Girl, you all on her too. You all on her, Kimmy. No wonder you mad at Mel. You can't do that to Mel. Mel said, I ain't with that shit. Hell, fuck no. Back up. Mel can throw them bows on your ass. Yeah, you can't do that to Melody Cherie. Okay, could that be why y'all are mad? Mel said when y'all went to the girls trip, that y'all went to a little club over there, child, where y'all was on this shit right here. Yeah, that's what Mel said. I ain't say it. Okay, Mel said on her live that y'all was over there on some freaky deaky shit when y'all was over there at the on the girls trip over there in St. Thomas, and y'all got dressed up and went to a little club. And y'all was over there in the club, and y'all know on this shit right here, and yeah, twerking and jerking and slurping and everything else. That's what they had said. That's what it gives. So I believe it now because pictures say 1,000 words. Okay, I got some homegirls, but we don't do this shit right here. Get the fuck off me. All right, y'all know I don't even like to hug people. I give you an air hug. I don't even want people up on me like that. Okay, I don't even like shaking hands. Y'all know I'm a germaphobe. This shit right here, this gives weird vibes. And Tisha, you ain't trying to get her up off you, which lets me know that this was reciprocated. Okay, I don't know what y'all think. This is probably why Kimmy does not care when Maurice comes home and what he's doing, because I feel like there might be some type of an arrangement, maybe allegedly, to where there's some respectful cheating. But Kimmy, you like to say in interviews that you don't allow that, and if Maurice ever cheated, that that's a deal breaker and you're gone. But I don't know when the deal breaker kicks in, because I just saw two bitches in your husband's face and you were standing there smiling. So let me know what time the deal breaker kick in. What time the deal breaker kick in, Kimmy, so I could be up and see this shit? Because I don't want to miss it, baby. I don't want to miss this deal breaker. Because you said in the interview, I have a deal breaker. Now, if I ever found out that Maurice was out there in them streets out there cheating, that's the deal breaker for me, and I'm out of there. Girl, you ain't out of nowhere. You ain't out of nowhere. That boy gonna take you for everything you got, because the nigga ain't got nothing but some clippers in his bag, okay? And them papers that Kyle sent to him about her son. That's it, in that damn house. All right, he gonna take everything you got. That's why his name. He hurried up and made sure he got his name on that house to secure something just in case, because he knew he was gonna be cheating on your ass and running around allegedly all over town and being out at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You was gonna eventually get tired of that shit. So he already knew. So he's already been kind of like a little biatch do when she get with somebody that got a little change on him or whatnot. So he was already stacking up what he was gonna do, because he knew he was gonna drag you for filth and treat you like shit like he's doing right now, and your ass gonna eventually get tired of it. But being the person that you are with your broke libido, you probably not going to leave him, because 1, you want that TV fame, and 2, you really think you're important now because you're married to a Scott, and 3, your ass going to stay and be miserable because you don't want to be alone. Yeah, you don't be alone. But that's our show for today, child. What you guys think about these damn pictures? Let me get these freaks off my damn screen, because, baby, yeah, I said same thing about Tisha. Tisha don't give a fuck about Marcel staying out, okay? You're going to go home, go cry, and get in the bed, child. Go slide down the wall in the shower, honey. Cut the shower on as hot as you can take it, and get in there and slide down that wall, honey, and cry. Go in there and get dressed and go to bed. That's all you're going to do. But thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you, Mars, Bell Wilson, KVR, Tyra, and Scorpion Miss. Thank you guys so much. Somebody said, Licky, y'all are nasty. Thank you to my mom, for our content creators. I'm sorry. Thank you, Chef Don for being here. I saw Snatched by Diego. Thanks for coming over and supporting. Thank you, True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Messy Hoes Atlanta, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Chronicles of Kim K, and Love Seen Heard. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting the video. If you like the show, please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so, okay? Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the morning. Let's go ahead and put my link in here. As you guys know, I have started a petition. Please don't forget to sign it. The numbers are growing. You guys are doing your good work over there. That is the link for the petition. For those of you that keep asking me, there you go. All right. Love you guys down. Let's get out of here. You guys twerk up out of here, baby, and enjoy your night. Happy hump day to you all. Love you guys down, and goodbye.